back to our podcast. This is episode number 5. I'm Calvin.
And I'm Jessica.
And we're so glad to have you guys back. So, let's just jump into this. The first thing I want to talk about real quick is our new little stickers here. Look at that. We got a couple stickers. Well, mainly because I wanted one on my laptop.
Yeah.
But yes, we do have a couple more. I guess we'll try to sell these maybe. If you're interested in buying one, go to calvinandjessica.com. And you should be able to pick one up there. And then if you want to, go to jessicabramlett.com, shop jessicabramlett.com, whatever. We'll put the link in the description. We have, Jessica's been selling these for a while now, but we have pins and stickers, like all sorts of stuff like that. So, that she's selling. Along with these paintings that we have back here.
Yeah.
And, every episode, we got them all over our apartment. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that today, since we are going to be announcing that we have these stickers for sale. There's just a couple for now. We may order more. I'm kind of wanting to do a couple more, I think. But yeah, really exciting stuff. So if you're interested in buying one, check out the description, calvinandjessica.com, and go grab you one. Support us. Help us out. Make it where we can pay to do more stuff like this. So
get a better mic.
Get a better mic, yeah.
Or two.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Want to get a better mic, but just don't need to spend the money on it just yet, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Start small.
Okay. So today we're going to be talking about our anniversary trip.
Yeah.
Our first anniversary trip.
Yeah. And it was so interesting. And spoiler alert, it's like it has to do with another cake story, but
this was one of the stories that I said I guess in a previous episode that we had a story about a cake. So,
but it's not all about a cake. Anyways, it all we'll get there.
Yeah.
But it was for our first anniversary we went to Daytona.
Yeah, Daytona Beach in Florida.
Yeah, and it was the first time I ever seen the ocean.
Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I thought it was so cool. I was so ready to get there. Anybody that lives in Arkansas knows, that if you're driving down to Florida, it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
Because there's just a lot of, fields and nothing and back roads.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it's just like driving out here to California.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay attention to your gas stations.
Oh.
Because if you don't, there's not one for hundreds of miles. You just got to pay attention to where the nearest gas station is along the way. So
yeah, you get through some stretches that you got to keep an eye on it, especially if you have a low gas mileage kind of vehicle.
Yeah.
Because you never know. But yeah, we were driving down. It was the first time I'd seen the ocean.
Which vehicle were we driving?
We were in your truck with the flames on the side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that truck.
The one you got for graduation?
Yeah, it was a pretty nice truck.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It was a single cab, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we were
bench seat.
You weren't reclining. It was just what was the trip? 13 or 14 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Unless you stopped.
Yeah, which I don't think we were planning on stopping.
Oh.
We might have. Actually, yeah, we were planning on stopping an hour before everything happened.
Yeah, so spoiler alert, we didn't make it to our midway stop. We were going to stay the night in, I think, Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, that's where it was. Yeah.
But whenever we were in Alabama, right a little bit before you get to Montgomery, there is
about an hour or two.
Yeah.
Hour and a half, yeah.
There's this town called, I think it's Clanton, Alabama.
Yeah.
And they have a giant peach. And one of the things that we were really wanting to do when we were on our way down was stop at weird places and take photos of, with weird stuff. And I had done some research, and this was one of the things. I wanted to take a picture with the giant peach because it was Alabama.
Yeah.
And, Alabama, Georgia, that's like peach country. And so we were going that way, and it was getting late.
Yeah, it was like pitch black almost.
Well, it was like dusk whenever it all started going down.
Okay, yeah.
And like all of a sudden, I like plugged in my phone to charge.
We also had I had one of those. It goes in the.
It was like an adapter.
It goes in the cigarette lighter, and you're able to like plug in a regular plug-in. So I had that going with. I don't know what all. We had like several things charging.
We had like all of the things charging, like electronic wise. Like maybe I was even trying to get on my computer. I don't know.
Yeah, because we had both our phones for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think a computer, which was one of the reasons why we had that plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sure there was something else too.
Yeah, we had a lot of things going because, entertainment on the long drive. So.
Oh, yeah.
And Calvin was the one driving the whole time because I could not drive stick. Yeah. So anyways, that's besides the point. It doesn't even matter. Anyway, so I plug in my phone, and then not too long after that, maybe like 5 minutes, all of a sudden, like, the windshield wipers came on, and we're like, what? That's weird. And so we turn it off, and then the, radio was going weird, and then all of remember your speedometer and odometer?
Everything was, going back and forth, and then, the headlights were flashing.
Yeah, and the gas mileage thing was going crazy. Yeah. Everything was going crazy, and so we were in the middle of nowhere, and we pulled off. We were probably, 30 minutes away from Clanton.
Yeah.
And he pulled off the side of the road,
Well, I didn't really have a choice. I was trying to drive, but everything was flashing and stuff, and then it felt like I just wasn't going forward anymore.
Yeah, so we pulled off. Luckily, there was a gas station, but it was this teeny tiny gas station. Remember, it was so small.
Did we get back on? We must have got back on the road because where we were, there was no gas station.
Well, I know we got off at this gas station, and there was a guy there with a Jeep, and he jumped us. And we were
yeah, I remember that.
He was like, okay, we'll get it was still dusk at this point. He was like, okay, I'll jump you, and then you can drive to the nearest.
Yeah, I probably thought I just needed a new battery or something.
Yeah, and so he jumped us. We were like, okay, we're going to book it because the nearest AutoZone or something like that was going to close in 30 minutes. And if we left as fast as we could, we would get there.
Oh, yeah. So I drove pretty fast.
Well, yeah, you tried to.
Yeah.
You didn't get very far.
Yeah.
So we left, and at this point, we were probably maybe not even half a mile down the road.
Yeah, that's okay. I remember now. That's whenever it started getting to where I couldn't go any further. I stopped ahead of time.
Yeah. And
I'm remembering this story as we go too. Jessica's telling this one.
Yeah, I really wanted to tell this because it was so funny looking back at it. Actually, the whole time, Calvin was so frustrated during the whole situation because it was a frustrating situation.
Yeah.
But for some reason...
it was also our first anniversary. I want everything to go perfectly. You know.
You're very you want everything to be perfect just for me so you can make me happy.
Yeah, and it wasn't going perfect.
Yeah, and so but the whole time I was it's fine. We're gonna make it.
The only time in your life you've been chill?
Yeah, usually I have so much anxiety about everything in the world, but for some reason, I was
we're going to the beach. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. But our truck just stops. We can't go any further. And at this point, it's pitch black. The gas station we had been at was closed. And our phones, we were, plugging them in to charge them. They were almost dead.
Yeah, it wasn't charging.
No, and we literally we were close to I think I had 6% and you had less than 10% too, and we were searching tow truck companies, but it was pitch black, and so we were really worried, like, that they wouldn't be able to find us, and so I did have a little anxiety at that point, just because I was afraid that we were going to get ran over in the pitch black, because we didn't even have hazard lights. We didn't have the little cones or nothing like that, and it was on the side of the freeway, and so I called the police station, the nearest one that I could find, and was like, hey, our phones are almost dead, we're on the side of the road, we're trying to get help, but we need somebody to help us because we don't want to get ran over.
Yeah.
And so we waited probably like 30 or 40 minutes.
It was really long, it felt like.
You know, I mean, it wasn't an emergency,
Mm-hmm.
so they couldn't get to us. We weren't a high priority, but we waited for a long time, and we were trying to get their attention with our phone light, which was increasingly dying. It was just like, remember we were in the back and we were like waving our phones?
Yeah.
And once the cop got there, we asked him for help trying to find like a tow truck company that was open and would come get us, because it was the weekend.
Yeah, it was Saturday night.
It was a Saturday night, and so he gave us some numbers to call, but we, at this point, like, our phones were literally like 2%, something like that, so we used his phone, and then we finally found somebody who would pick up, and did the cop wait with us?
I don't think so. I think he's like, okay, you're set, they're coming out here, and he left.
Yeah, I think that was really scary for me.
Yeah.
Because the one thing I was really anxious about was getting ran over.
Yeah, which, you know, I stood a little further back where the cars were coming. And then I didn't use my phone, but whenever I seen the headlight was pointing towards me, I kind of waved. Just like pointing to let people know, like, there is something down there to like scoot over. Just in case, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing that, but yeah, after which the tow truck didn't get there for another, seemed like an hour or so.
Oh yeah, it was really late. By the
hour or two.
Yeah,
like
we were out there forever, just on the side of the road, and it was hot because it was it was the beginning of June, so it wasn't the hottest time of the year, but it was hot and humid. You know, you're down in the South in the summertime, definitely. You know.
Yeah, it was not great.
Not great, but it was nighttime, so the sun wasn't on us. But anyways, so at this point, after talking to the cop, we realized that not only were we not, like, behind us, there wasn't, like, any towns to go to, but we were still, like, 20 miles to the nearest town.
Like, small town.
Near a small town. And so when the tow truck driver got there and loaded up our truck, he was like, okay, you guys got a ride, you know? And we were like, actually, no, our phones are dead right now, and we're from out of state. We're on our way to Florida. And he was a character.
I think he also said that a lot of people break down there, and the way he worded it made me feel like there was some kind of something going on there to like trap people.
Conspiracy theory?
Yeah. The way he was talking, he's like, yeah, this happens, you know, a couple times a week. And I was like, did we pass something where they like, you know, make it where you have to go to them or whatever? It's like in the middle, like we're in the like Twilight Zone area or something. I don't know. I was freaking out a little bit. But he was also like super weird too.
Yes. If somehow by any chance this guy is watching us, I mean, dude, you creeped us out a little bit, but I mean, you were nice to us.
Oh,
He was a really nice guy.
He was extremely nice, yeah.
When it came to like hospitality, he was very nice and understanding, but he was also kind of creepy. He mentioned like, I don't know, that he had towed some girls all the way down to Alabama, like the Gulf
Coast, like the ocean there.
in Alabama, like on the beach there, and he was like, yeah, I'll tow you all the way down as long as I get to go swimming with y'all or something like that.
Yeah.
It was kind of creepy, but like we're in this situation where we're like, we just gotta deal with it.
Which we're also from the South, so like we see people like that all the time, you know.
Yes, doesn't make it easier to deal with.
No, it doesn't,
But anyways, we were kind of at his whim in a way. Like, I didn't want to make things too weird.
Like, sure, dude, we'll go along with everything. Just, can you help us out?
Yeah, we'll go along with it until we get our truck fixed.
Yeah.
But he also not only was a tow truck company, but he was a mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, okay, I will tow y'all to the nearest motel, which was like 15 minutes away, and 10 miles past his shop. So he would have to go all the way, drop us off, and then come back 10 miles to go to his shop. And so he dropped us off at this motel. It was kind of a nasty motel.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was like probably midnight by the time we got there, and we were starving because we had snacks, but they were all in the truck. We didn't think to grab them. And the motel was like, it wasn't in a town. It was just right off the interstate. There was a Shoney's there, and then there was a gas station.
And hotel is like, that's all that was there.
Yeah.
For miles.
For miles, yeah. And anyways, so we check into the hotel. We walk in, and the floor is sticky, and it smelled like cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of just not great.
Just one of those regular, nasty, cheap hotels that you always see.
Yeah, not that all motels are nasty.
No, but
not
like,
all cheap ones.
It's a lot more common.
Okay, yeah.
It seems
whatever.
like, yeah, it's just nasty.
So it wasn't great.
Yeah.
And Shoney's was closed. We're starving, so we went to the gas station, and they didn't really have we wanted to get some like actual food.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were like, okay, we do have a microwave back at the hotel. So we had, I don't remember what you grabbed.
There's oatmeal, I think.
But I grabbed a can of raviolis.
Oh, I grabbed oatmeal. That's what I grabbed.
Oh, well.
I was going to make some oatmeal and just use water and just eat that and be good and go.
Yeah, well, I grabbed
That's fine.
the can of raviolis, and I don't know, I think that we didn't get much else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you even have your wallet? No, you did. Never mind. Sorry. I think there was some thing that happened with your wallet or with your card, or
I can't remember.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we left. We went back to the hotel. We get into the hotel, and we realized that, or I realized that we didn't have a can opener.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, the gas station was closing, and so
I believe I tried to open it somehow.
I think you tried to open it with one of those bottle top openers.
Oh, just
you were
it.
He was stabbing it, and at this point he was angry because nothing was going right. He was so tired. He had been driving all day.
Oh,
and
I want to tell this next part.
Yeah, I was still in this weird it's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Why was I like that at this point? Why can't I get into this energy now?
This is the thumbnail right here.
So, anyways, the next part was, it was our first anniversary.
Okay, yes.
And
so,
what do you do on your first anniversary, huh?
Yeah, so whenever you get married, you're supposed to, traditionally... Supposed to. You're supposed to take the top of the cake and save it for a year and then, eat it or take a bite out of it or something like that.
Yeah, freeze it.
Freeze it and do that. So, at least that's what I was told. I don't know.
Yeah, who does that? I don't know, but we did.
We did
it.
Which our cake was so big that there was so much left over, too,
mm-hmm.
after the wedding. So, at my mom's house, they had like a whole freezer full. And they ended up eating it throughout the year without telling us that it was there. And
we just forgot, I think.
Maybe, I don't know. And they'd be like, oh yeah, we love the cake. We have it like almost every night for dessert. And I was just like, wait, what?
So all that was left at this point, though, was the topper, which they didn't touch.
Yeah, which they didn't touch. So we took that with us, and I put it in a cooler. I put it in a little cardboard box with some ice and like a separator and all this stuff, you know. And it was supposed to like stay cold, and we were going to take it with us. But with everything happening, the ice had already melted by the time we got to the place, and then sloshed around from us like hauling it back and forth. And then like it was just a disaster. So I was like, we need to put this cake in the refrigerator right now. So I go to take it out, and the box has water halfway up it. Like everything just...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I had the separator too, but because the water melted, it just got pushed down to the bottom, and then the ice came up, and it was all the way, like halfway up the box. So halfway up the box had soaked up with water. When I go to try to take the cake out, the bottom is just so mushy, and I'm like trying to hold it, and it's just like crumbling in my hand, and it's like just falling through my fingers, and I am just so fed up with the day. Everything that has happened, I want this to be a perfect trip. I can't even open the dang raviolis for my wife. And I tried to take the cake out, and I wanted to put it in the fridge, but it is soaked all the way through, I can tell. So I just went, and I was like, fine. I just threw it on there like that.
Threw it on the ground. Well, it was like the ground, and it was mainly the counter, but it ended up being on the ground.
It ended up being on the ground. I was just like so fed up with this day. And I went through that like that, wiped off my hands, like just kind of whipped my hands so everything would come off.
You didn't even wash your hands.
No. And then I just went into the bedroom area, and then just went face first on the bed and just laid there.
Imagine like a penguin trying to jump into the ocean, except the ocean was frozen, and so he just lands on his side, and like Calvin's hands were straight by his side, and he just like dove onto the bed, and then when he did that, the bed was like not even comfortable, and he's just like screaming a little bit. I mean, you didn't scream loud, but it's just like frustration.
Yeah.
Just like filled his body, and he released it, and I'm sitting there like, what just happened? Because I was not really paying attention, because I'm still over there trying to get my raviolis open.
Yeah, I couldn't get it open, so I'm like, I gotta deal with this first real quick.
And so I turn around right when he was diving into bed. I see it. He's just so upset, and he's just like, nothing's going right. And then I look over. It's like panning over to the cake area, and it looked like somebody had been wasted, and they threw up everywhere. It was
carrot cake, so...
Oh, yeah. So there's like
mushy carrot cake everywhere.
Like bits of carrot. Is so gross looking. So it's brown and... Okay, sorry.
Anyway.
We don't need to get into too much details.
Yeah.
And so... looking over there, and I'm like, how in the world are we going to clean this up? And I go over there, and I try to clean it up, but... No. There was, like, nothing you can really do. Like, we didn't have napkins. And, like, I tried to do the best I could with towels, but, you know, there's only so much. And so, anyways, we decide we're going to go to sleep hungry. It doesn't matter. We happened to have, like, 2 vouchers to Shoney's.
Oh, yeah. Did that come with a hotel or something?
I don't know if it came with the hotel or if the guy that picked us up gave them to us.
Yeah.
Maybe he had like an affiliate voucher.
Maybe he's done this before.
Yeah. And so we were just like, let's go to bed hungry. I'm still not panicking. Calvin's like just exhausted. You probably like passed out of like just pure frustration and exhaustion. I don't remember
anything else about that night.
Yeah.
I probably got up and washed my hands, I'm sure. But other than
probably. But
I did get up. And I did take a bite of the cake. Like, I just pinched off a piece and took a bite out of spite. I was like, I'm going to enjoy this cake, you know, no matter what. And I took a bite.
Just off the counter?
No, well, it was like mostly still together, you know, but like the bottom had crumbled.
Oh, okay.
Like the top was still there. I took a piece off the top, and it was still super moist. And I was like
soaked through with water.
And I was like, it's not too bad. But I was still so mad, and I was like, you want to buy? I don't know if you did or not.
I think I did, but I kind of don't remember.
Yeah, just like a ceremonial, like, here's our bite, and let's chunk the rest of it in the trash kind of deal.
The final countdown.
Sure. And yeah, it was just a disaster.
Yeah. Luckily, at 7 or 8 in the morning, and keep in mind, it's Sunday. And so I know a lot of places are like that, but especially in the South, Sundays are like everything is closed. Mm-hmm. Like everything. And if it does open, it's like, you know, maybe 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the day after church gets out. Like, you know, most places are just closed because, like, you know, whatever. But 7 o'clock in the morning or 8, the guy calls us and was like, you're lucky I had time this morning because you weren't going to get this fixed anytime until Monday or Tuesday if it wasn't for me. Mm-hmm. And he's like, if you're ready for me to come pick you up, then your truck's ready.
Yeah.
And so we were like, yeah, bring it. Come get us. We'll go see the truck and pick it up or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he comes and picks us up, and we get there, and I guess we find out that it's the alternator. Yeah, the alternator went out. It's because we were charging everything at once and driving down the road and driving a long distance. And mm-hmm. Which, it was probably like old.
It was old too. But like that definitely didn't help the whole situation.
Tipped it over the edge. Mm-hmm. And so, anyways, we get there, we get the truck. It was pretty expensive. Luckily, our insurance reimbursed us.
Yeah, and I think...
Didn't it?
Yeah, it did, but also on the thing about Sundays, like, waking up that morning, we had no idea if it was going to be fixed or not.
He didn't tell us he would fix it right away.
I knew it could be fixed, or I felt like it would be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also anticipating, we're going to stay here for a couple days.
Yeah. We really lucked out on that one.
Yeah, so.
Very thankful for that guy just being extra nice and just doing it. He's like, on my day off, but he didn't seem like...
upset about it.
He didn't seem upset, but he was kind of like acting like, you're lucky I was able to do this, you know? He had a really thick Southern accent, and he kind of had like a lisp, and it was kind of hard to hear him, which...
And his big old overalls and...
Yeah, that's not... That's not how everybody is in the South, and it's fine if you're like that. But it just kind of has that stereotypical, like...
Yeah.
Anyways, besides the point, he was great. He came and got us. We took care of our truck. We're so grateful that we didn't have to wait till Monday or Tuesday. He had the part. Everything worked out. We go stop at that Shoney's because we had the voucher.
Yeah.
We eat.
We don't plug anything up.
No, we don't plug anything up. We're afraid to. And then I finally get to stop at My Giant Peach and take photos.
Which ended up looking like a big old butt.
It did. It looked like a big old butt. And it had...
the stem.
Yeah, it had a little stem in the crease of the peach. Yeah. And, you know what we're getting at. But...
It was not what I expected to see.
Oh, I'm so tickled right now. But yeah, we got our pictures with the peach, and then we keep going. I'm still, I was pretty chill, but like we're both still like a little nervous. Like, is something else gonna go wrong? And we stop in this town named Troy, which is hilarious because his brother's name is Troy. And I'm like, can we get ice cream? Oh, no, we went to White Castle because
we've never been.
We had never been, and honestly, I had only heard from it from the movie.
Like Harold and Kumar or whatever.
I don't know. It was so long ago, I don't even know what movie it was from. But
Most likely that one.
I heard of White Castle through that movie. I didn't know it was real. And he heard, like, you know, didn't you know that they have White Castle in stores or something?
Oh, yeah. They have it in grocery stores and stuff. And you can buy it there, but I've never done that.
But I didn't even know that. But anyways, we seen it. We were like, well, we have to stop there. So
I personally think it's disgusting.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't good. But we stopped, we ate, and then as we were leaving, I was like, I want some ice cream. And as we were eating our ice cream and we were about to leave, I get this phone call on my phone. And it turns out it was the guy who was, like, fixing our truck. And I'm like, in my head, like, how did you get my number? Because we put his number down, like, didn't we? Like, I was really confused on why he was calling me. But anyways, he's like checking to make sure we're okay. Did everything go well? It's been a couple hours.
Yeah.
Does he need to come pick us up and tow us the rest of the way down? You know. Anyways, so that was interesting, but that's our little story about.
Yeah, I don't think I had any more trouble after that, though.
Mm-mm.
I think maybe I might have replaced the battery when I got home or something, just to be safe, but...
Yeah, I don't remember.
But besides that, yeah, it was fine. And we made it to Daytona.
Yeah.
And enjoyed our little trip, and...
Yeah, it was really fun. We stayed, in Daytona Beach, and then we also stayed, like, New Smyrna Beach. I don't know if that's how you say it, but something like that. It's just south of Daytona a little ways.
And oddly enough... Oh, I'm way back here. And oddly enough, every year that we've been married, besides this one, we'll have to fix that, I guess. We've been to Florida.
Some way or another. Like, not on purpose.
Yeah, we've went for, you know, like anniversaries a couple times, I think. There was one year that we didn't go together.
Yeah, but 2016.
But we both went separately. Like, you went to Miami for a conference retreat thing?
It was, it was for Being Boss conference.
And then I was like, wanted to do like a boys trip with some of my cousins. And we drove down there. We ended up driving to Miami.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'd never been before either. So.
Didn't you kind of go without a plan? Like, let's go to Florida, but you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, they've been to Florida on like a school trip before, but never like just to explore for fun. So I wanted to take them and, you know, kind of do everything. So we pretty much followed like the whole outline of Florida. I mean, we went to Miami, drove up to like Fort Lauderdale, and then drove west across that way. But, you know, south of that is just swamplands area anyway. And then like drove back up and stayed in some hammocks and kind of...
Y'all camped and did hammocks a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I need to do that again.
Yeah. Did y'all end up going to any of the Clearwater Springs?
No, we did go to, where is it? I think Venice, Florida. It might have been there that it was like, the water was so clear and calm. It was like weird.
Yeah, that's cool. Wasn't there unfortunately a hurricane or something right after y'all went?
Probably.
That went through that? Yeah. Anyways, I remember the weirdest stuff. But
back to our trip, we went there. We, you know, I think we only stayed a week, right?
Oh, me and you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we only stayed a week, and it was really cool because since it was my first time, we did all of the like typical beach vacation, like Florida beach vacation stuff.
We got a decent like hotel room, ocean view, like room and stuff too.
Yeah, well, it was interesting. We had 2 nights of a hotel that we purchased, and then is it your cousin?
Yeah, one
of his cousins he has a lot of family that live in Florida.
It's a cousin, but it's like, I don't know how many deep or whatever, so.
Yeah, it's not like your first cousin.
It's my mom's cousin.
Yeah.
So,
but
my cousin.
They live in Florida, and they just so happened to have a timeshare place in New Smyrna.
I think so. That's south, right?
That's where we stayed like a few of the nights with her and her son and your other cousin and her son.
Well, yeah, they had a week there, I believe, but then they let us stay there like the last day or two.
Yeah, so we stayed like a few days there and then a few days in Daytona by ourselves. And it was really cute. They got us, for our anniversary, they got us this cute little bottle with a cork in it, and we filled it up with sand.
Oh, they got that for us?
Yeah, they got us the bottle.
Really?
It was there. Well, when they got us the bottle, I was like, oh, we're filling this with sand, and we're going to write notes to each other, and we're going to open it when we've been married for like 20 years.
Well, yeah.
But then I couldn't stand it, and we were like on our 5th anniversary. I was like, okay, we're going to open it now.
Yeah. We got a video to that. You can watch on YouTube.
That was the same video where you surprised me with Disney tickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
For our 5th anniversary.
Yeah, which we ended up not going till your birthday.
Wait, was it the same video? It was the same anniversary.
Yeah, it was the same video. That was the year I was planning on taking you to Disney, but you hurt your ankle, so we didn't.
Yeah, but anyways. So yeah, we had the cute little bottle. I did not want to leave the beach. I was like, okay, I'm done. Let's live life on the beach. Forget everything. I'll work as a barista or like whatever.
That's when we really fell in love with the ocean.
Yeah, I was like obsessed after that. We took some really cute, anniversary photos with a tripod.
Oh, yeah. We ended up getting some of those printed and put on canvases, too.
It was so cute. And then looking back at them, oh my God, we look like babies. Seriously, they are like... we looked so young because we were only 20 at this point. Or no, we were about to turn 20. We were still 19, but that was like the year of our 20th birthday. Yeah. Right?
Yes.
No. 21st birthday.
Well, yeah, we were 20. About to be 21. Okay. Because we got married when we were 19, about to be 20.
Okay, yeah, it's hard to keep up with now that we're almost 30.
Almost 30. Late 20s.
Yeah, we're in our late 20s.
Mid 20s. Mid to late 20s. Sure.
Yeah, we're 27, just to clear the board. Clear the air.
Clear the board.
Clear everything. But anyways, it was a super fun trip. That was the first experience of going to the Pacific coast. Or no, the Atlantic coast. And I was dying to go to all the oceans at that point. Like all the coasts and...
East Coast.
East Coast, West Coast, in the middle coast.
That's why I say that. Anyway, yeah, when we went and got super sunburnt and slept a whole day. Do you remember that?
I don't know did I get sunburnt? I don't think I got sunburnt, but I was so tired.
Well, yeah,
I think I stayed under the umbrella, remember?
Yeah, I got sunburnt. I know. I was like a little lobster man.
Oh, yeah. He got so sunburnt.
I always get so sunburnt.
Yeah, that's when I learned that if you're with me, I'm putting sunscreen on you at all times. And you haven't got that bad sunburnt except for when you went to Bali.
And you weren't there.
And I wasn't there, and that
was the worst I've ever got sunburnt.
You're still tan from that trip. Like
that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but he's still tan. I don't know. You'll have to show him one day.
Oh man, you have to pay extra for that. We'll start a Patreon.
If all of our stickers sell out.
No.
Okay, fine, whatever.
No way.
But yeah, that was a really good trip.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, I say a lot of fun. It was terrible at first. Ended up being a really good trip. Really great memories out of it.
Yeah.
And we have photos from it that I really like, and it's kind of weird to compare how we look now to how we looked then.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird, and
I think I have a photo of us.
Oh yeah,
driving down to Daytona, and then the time where
it was like 4 years apart, maybe.
No, it was the 5 years apart because when we had went back for I had the pink hair.
Didn't I have my hair colored then?
No, you.
Yeah, 5 years apart, I had my hair colored. It's not in that photo. I'm pretty sure.
We'll just see about that. Anyways, we both like to be right.
Yeah, and only one of us is, so.
I guess you're right.
Exactly.
Hey now.
Anyway, that's our story. We're
Yeah.
sticking to it, so.
I almost said that. Oh my god. Okay, this podcast is getting limp.
Jeez.
This episode is just us goofing off now at
Well,
this
that's
point.
fun. People like to listen to that too. Maybe. Who knows?
Like the video if you like to listen to us goofing off.
Okay. Oh my god. Jeez Louise. Alright, this has gone too long. We're going to end it here. Jessica's going to continue laughing when I do the outro. If you like the video, please give us a like. Subscribe to us on all the platforms.
Hit the notification bell
Okay, that's her thing. Hit the notification bell
on YouTube.
on YouTube. Rate us on iTunes. Subscribe to us everywhere, including YouTube. And share it with your friends. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought about it.
And don't forget the stickers.
Don't forget the stickers. CalvinandJessica.com or JessicaandCalvin.com or BramlettFamily.com.
We have a billion.
Yeah, everything's fair. just go to our website, check out the stickers, and hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.